Never Again, a commentary on Gaza, February 2025. Elie Wiesel, when talking about the Holocaust, made the following comment. Never again becomes more than a slogan. It is a prayer, a promise, a vow. Will never again be hatred. People say, never again jail and torture. Never again the suffering of innocent people, or the shooting of starving, frightened, terrified children. And never again the glorification of base, ugly, dark violence. It's a prayer. In 1938, before the Holocaust, there was a conference held. It was called the Evian Conference. It was from the 6th to the 15th of July. It was held in France. The aim of this conference was to find countries to which German and Austrian Jewish refugees could flee from the Nazi atrocities. It was convened by President Franklin Roosevelt, who wanted other nations to accept Jewish refugees, even though his own policy, America First policy, was based on severely limiting the quota of Jewish refugees that could come to the US. On February 5th, 2025, Donald Trump, standing next to Netanyahu, made the following statement. I also strongly believe that the Gaza Strip, which has been a symbol of death and destruction for so many decades, and so bad for the people anywhere near it, and especially those who live there, and frankly, who's been really very unlucky. It's been very unlucky. It's been an unlucky place for a long time. Being in its presence just has not been good, and it should not go through a process of rebuilding and occupation by the same people that have really stood there and fought for it, and lived there and died there and lived a miserable existence there. Instead, we should go to other countries of interest with humanitarian hearts, and there are many of them that want to do this and build various domains that will ultimately be occupied by the million Palestinians living in Gaza, ending the death and destruction and, frankly, bad luck. This can be paid for by neighboring countries of great wealth. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 12. It could be numerous sites, or it could be one large site. But the people will be able to live in comfort and peace, and we'll make sure something really spectacular is done. They're going to have peace. They're not going to be shot at and killed and destroyed like this civilization of wonderful people has had to endure. The only reason the Palestinians want to go back to Gaza is that they have no alternative. It's right now a demolition site. This is just a demolition site. Virtually every building is down. Amnesty's International Secretary made the following statement. Any plan to forcibly deport Palestinians outside the occupied territory against their will is a war crime, and when committed as part of widespread or systematic attack on the civilian population, it would constitute a crime against humanity. I say, never again.